Hello guys, my name is Sumit Borse and today's topic is multi-threading. Basically, what happens in multi-threading? What is mean by multi-threading? In this video, we can briefly explain about what is mean by multi-threading, what is the types of multi-threading, and how it's the methods will work. So, let's start from multi-threading. So, what is mean by multi-threading? Multi-threading in Java is the process of executing multiple threads simultaneously. So, what is mean by thread? So, okay, so thread is a lightweight subprocess. Lightweight subprocess of lightweight sub lightweight subprocess and is the smallest unit of processing. So by when we using thread, so it's a basic unit of small unit. Okay, so as a small unit, so it take less time and it can access in a short period. After that, multiprocessing and in multi-threading, multiprocessing and multi-threading both are used, okay, to achieve multitasking process. So when we are using multi-threading in respect to others, so it will be use the multiprocessing. It done by multiprocessing and multi-threading. Okay, so however we does not use multiprocessing. Means we have two options: multiprocessing and multi-threading. So we just use the multi-threading then multiprocessing, because thread uses a shared memory area. So what happens when we use multiprocessing? So it requires it operates like one process, after that another process, after that another process. So it requires more memory. So in multi-threading we use only single thread. We can execute multi-thread at simultaneously. So it uses only share area. So it reduces the space complexity and time complexity. Okay, so they do not separate memory. Okay, so they save the memory because of they have no share memory. They don't allocate separate memory area. So they save the memory, and context switching between takes less time than process. Okay, so what is the where is the uses of multi-threading? So basically the multi-threading is mostly used in games, 3D animation, movies. Okay, so there in these movies and the games we have access the lots of graphics and lots of things. So it can use the it can take some more space and more time complexity. So by simultaneously it access the lots of threads. So multi-threading is most used in games and animations. Okay, so what are the advantages of multi-threading? The advantages of multi-threading, it doesn't block the user. Doesn't block the users means it's independent. No one thread, if we consider one thread accessing the another thread, so we doesn't require any kind of so we doesn't require any kind of so what happens when we use what is the advantages? Okay, we are discussing about advantages. So what happens when we perform many operations? When we perform many operations together, so it saves the times. Okay, so when we access a single thread one by one, so it requires more time. So what multi-threading? What is the multi-threading? It access the multiple threads at a single time. It's not single time at a single time. Okay, so it save the lots of time. Okay, and after that, what next point is the threads are lots. All threads are independent, so this does not affect other threads. To exception occur in the single thread. Is what happens when we access the thread in when we access the thread. So at a microseconds we access lots of threads. So Java is not interlinked or interconnected to the other threads. So that's why it's not the dependency is not occur there. It is the main advantage of uh, multi-threading. So another let's we discuss about method of multi-threading. So what are the method of multi-threading? Let's start from the starts method. Okay, so what is the start method? So start method is basically used to start the execution of thread. Whenever we want to start any kind of thread, any kind of execution and any kind of operation, we use the starts method. So by using starts method, so for any kind of thread starts to executing, and we it gives the start to giving the output. Okay, so after that the another method is run. So basically what when we run method is used, it is used to do an action for a thread. Means when we call the starts method, after that we use the run method. When we use the run method, particularly when we apply the method on which thread. So by using run method we can run the thread. Okay, the next method is sleep. So what is the function of sleep? It is the sleep is it sleeps a thread for a specified amount of time. Means if we require some if if multi-threading is doing. So if any kind of thread is doing takes lots of time. So if you want another if you perform another operation, so we want some time, so we can use the thread slip time. So by using thread slip time we can get more more time for the performing another threads. Okay, so after that we have the another method is the current thread. So what is the current thread? It returns the reference to the currently executing thread object. So when we executing any kind of thread, so it's the procedure start and processing. Then we want to change the reference. We want to give any kind of reference to any kind of operating thread. So by using the current thread we can give the reference to the recently executing thread. So after that we have the another method is join. So what is the join? The join means it waits for the thread to die. Means when we have the two threads, we have lots of threads. So what we want, we have to concentrate on a thread, and after that do another thread. So what we can do, we can join the two threads. By the joining of two threads we can, what happen, firstly one thread is executing, after that another thread executing. So first thread is done, after that it will die or it will finish, then we starting for the started with another thread. So the bridge between these two threads is called as the join. Okay, so next method is a get priority method. So what is a get priority method? It returns the priority to the thread. Means when we have lots of threads, when we performing the multi-threading, we got the lots of threads, like in counting of 1,000 threads. Okay, so when we are counting 1,000 threads, we want perform only one single which have the more priority, or which is a more important. So what we can do, we can do the method to the we can give the method to the thread. Okay, so it is method get priority. After giving this priority, we can, what happen when we give after this method, so we will get method, the thread is executing first, after that another thread will be performed. Okay, so after that after another method is set priority. So whatever is set priority, it changes the priority of the threads. Okay, so when we use get priority, after that we require another, we have to make another priority to the threads. So by using thread set priority, we can give the priority to the another thread. Okay, so next the next method is get name. Okay, so what is my get name? So it returns the name to the thread. Whenever we have lots of threads, so it is very difficult to consume, it is very difficult to resume or know